Yes.
May I please tell you? But I filed one petition yesterday. I'm praying for listening tomorrow. No urgency is there.
What is the urgency?
Urgency is matter relates to award of ambulance services. Petitioner was given the work order. We have supplied the ambulance on 23rd of last month, but now they have cancelled the work order. We have taken substantial amount of loan. On ground is that there is a delay of 6 days in deployment of ambulance.
So where is the urgency? Has there
They
been
are
some,
contemplating for fresh NIT for the same work.
has the fresh NIT been issued?
At any moment they can issue it.
So that'll have to be answered also. What is the hurry? Let's come up on Friday.
Thursday,
Thursday, okay, Thursday.
deeply obliged.
Respondent number 5. Okay, okay.
May it please your lordship. My lord, I have filed a writ petition yesterday, my lord, regarding disconnection of my electricity connection, my lord, my private respondent, my lord. And I have approached the authority, my lord, on 24, my lord, but they have not, my lord, allowed me to new connection, my lord. That was rejected because, my lord, no objection filed by the private respondent, my lord.
Who's the owner?
Who's the, my lord, he's saying we are tenant, my lord, but actually we are the owner. So some dispute is going on between the parties.
There's some suit going on.
Yes, my lord. But that was, my lord, I pray it to tomorrow if possible, or otherwise, lordship if convenience, my lord. As
Okay.
unlisted, my lord, because my electricity.
Tomorrow. It's hot. It's okay. We'll understand. Yes. Yeah, for 1 to 9. Right. Respondent, counsel for the respondent 1 to 9, Mr. M. Bora on behalf of Mr. N.K. Das. Learned counsel for the respondent's number 1 to 9. 5 to 9. 1 to 9. Huh? 1 to 9. That means that affidavit in the position is going to be filed today. Who's for the other side? Mr. D. Gogoi. No, Mr. D. Gogoi is granted time to file affidavit in reply, if any. If required. Huh? List the matter after. Quick. Huh? Give a date.
May please allow it. Certainly, may I pray for listing of a writ petition, my lord? The urgency is, my lord, the GMD has passed an order for demolition of the building portion, my lord. And despite there is an application for reassessment pending, my lord, ignoring everything, a so-called notice was issued. I have replied, I have denied that there is no violation, there is a building permission, and submitted an application for reassessment. Ignoring that, my lord, they have passed an order for demolition.
Day after tomorrow.
Day after. Grateful.
May I please, my lord? I will to mention for listing of a writ petition for admission, my lord. Any day next week, my lord.
I don't know.
I'm deeply oppressed. My lord, I have similar pair, my lord. Contractual amount, only 1 lakh, my lord. Admitted amount, my lord. Since 2019, my lord. Matter is.
You give a date.
May I please the lordship. My lord, I beg to mention item number 12 of today's list, my lord. With the consent of the respondent side, may I pray that this matter may be taken up after 2 weeks.
Yeah, for the,
Petitioner,
yeah, Mr.
S.K. Ghosh.
Who's for the other side?
Learned Senior Counsel P.K. Tiwari.
You have taken his consent.
Yes.
Mr. S.K. Ghosh prays for adjournment and submits that he has taken the consent of the learned senior counsel, Mr. P.K. Tiwari, counsel for the respondents number 2 to 3. Accordingly, lead this matter after
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Much.
Is there any stay order?
My lord, there is stay order.
Huh?
Yes.
Then why should we allow? We'll release the, we'll vacate the stay order.
My lord,
The date may be, otherwise also I today have some difficulty, that is.
Give a date.
Much.
My lord, these two matters may be listed, my lord, on 3rd of May, my
What
lord.
is
One
this?
is for regarding removal of from service, and other is
Removal from service, this is not, madam, this is not the bench four,
no, this is
bench three.
bench 3 matter, my lord.
So this is bench four.
Badly, my lord,
Huh?
I will prayer for unlisted motion today itself, my lord, because my lord, the petitioner shop room, my lord. The
The
petitioner
petitioners,
has a shop, my lord. That shop, my lord, the respondent authority, the district administrator came to my lord, demolish the shop without prior notice, my lord. They came with bulldozer and my lord, attend to demolish
came with bulldozer when?
my lord, on 25th, my lord.
On 25th.
My lord. And there is every possibility that on any day, my lord, they can come with my lord, bulldozer and my
So the
lord.
bulldozer is waiting outside the shop.
Yes, my lord.
Till 25th,
Yes, my lord.
just standing there, doing nothing.
No, my lord, petitioner is, my lord, presently in hospital, my lord, in hospital.
So?
She is, my lord,
So what is the connection?
no, my lord, what is my apprehension is that, my lord, at any time, my lord, they can, my lord, demolish the shop of the petitioner, my lord. My lord, tomorrow, my lord, tomorrow.
Okay, tomorrow.
Probably so, Lord. With the consent of the other side, effective mention item number 7, Lord. In item number 7, we have been instructed by the client that we will be
Huh?
engaging a senior counsel. So Lord, may kindly accommodate us 1 week time.
What do you want
1 week time, Lord, for engaging a senior counsel.
for?
For engaging a senior counsel in the matter.
Okay, Mr.
L. Sankam, Lord.
Where you are appearing for whom?
I'm appearing for petitioners.
Who is the senior? What Sharma?
A. Sharma, Lord.
A Sharma is not there in the
S.N. Sharma. Lord.
Huh?
I am for the respondent number 1 to 32 earlier, like senior counsel S.N. Sharma was there.
that he's expired. He cannot be appearing for SN Sharma.
Yesterday,
Ke Kolkata.
I was informed that they will engage one senior counsel
Okay, right.
yesterday.
Mr.
L. Sankam on behalf of K.
L. Sanktam on behalf of Mr. K. Kalita.
Ke Kolkata.
Learned counsel for the petitioner submits that as the earliest senior counsel had expired, as the earliest senior counsel, Mr. S.N. Sharma had expired. The petitioner wants to engage another senior counsel. He accordingly pays for time. Praise aloud. This is the matter after a week.
I am for 1 to 30.
Mr.
K.M. Hello,
K. M. Haloy
Malad.
appears for respondent number
1 to 30.
1 to 32.
1 to 30.
All the respondents. Oh no.
No, the remaining one is there.
Okay, 1 to 32.
Much.
What about the bulldozer matter? Bench 5 matter. Actually, that eviction matter is a bench 5 matter. That's what I've been told. You go to the concerned court.
May it please your lordship. Lordship, I beg to mention item 8 and 9. To pray for 1 week adjournment, lordship.
What is your name, madam?
As Dev, lordship.
Miss S. Dev, learned counsel for the petitioner, prays for adjournment. On what ground?
Lordship,
Just like that.
we sought some instruction from our client. So instruction is yet to be received, lordship.
As the instructions sought for from her client has not been received by her till date. Accordingly, leave this matter after the week.
After 10 weeks, lordship.
After 2 weeks. Oh, you want 4 weeks? How much?
2 weeks is enough, lordship.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Obliged. Lordship, I beg to mention item 11 for adjournment.
11. Item 11. Why?
The conducting senior counsel had some personal difficulties.
Who is the
Mr.
senior
PJ
counsel?
Sakhya.
Right. Adjournment prayer has been made on behalf of Mr. P.J. Saikya, learned senior counsel, on account of personal difficulty. Good for the other side. Any objection? Ms. Sara Goy submits that he has got no objection to the same. Puts up accordingly the matter adjourned for 3 weeks.
Wait, please, Your Lordship. Lordship, in item number 4, we've been asked to file an IA. We've already filed the IA, but it's not on record. I may be allowed to call the.
No, it has to be again, I think. Ha.
We can take it because on the other occasion also, only notice has to be.
We have you, okay, let it come.
Yes, sir.
It
Please,
is for improvement of the
yes. Okay, we'll go.
Birina Tourist Lodge.
Lordship, the English Council, as it does, his aunt expired yesterday night, Lordship. So he went there and the body was also kept in the morgue. And the council came only in the morning, only for today. The matter may be heard.
Lordship, may kindly peruse order dated 19/3, Lordship, what's the fonts?
19/3.
Lordship.
Yes,
Lordship had extensively heard the matter on 28/2. Thereafter, Lordship had passed the order 19/3. Lordship had specifically directed not to give any adjournments. Lordship, I understand the senior counsel also called me up yesterday night that her aunt had expired, his aunt had expired. So Lordship may kindly.
Lordship,
Your Lordship.
fixed on Tuesday.
look, this is a legitimate.
Lordship,
reason.
I understand. I completely.
So when do you want?
Friday.
Friday will be difficult.
Lordship, Tuesday is also.
Lordship,
okay for-
Tuesday is election. Monday, Lordship.
Tuesdays,
No,
no,
Monday I might not be available.
Lordship.
I'll be available from Tuesday.
Lordship, Tuesday.
Not Tuesday, Wednesday
Lordship, on Wednesday,
or Thursday.
Thursday.
Thursday can.
We can try.
Friday.
We can try on Thursday.
Lordship.
We can try for Friday to no, because it's a motion day, We can try on Thursday, though there is a full bench. So, we can try in the morning.
Lordship. 9th.
Yes, sir.
On the prayer made on behalf of Mr.
RJ Das.
R.J. Das, whose aunt expired last night, list the matter on 9/5.
Okay.
Like Lordship.
Wait. I not update instruction here. And you know, who with more time?
Mr.
Arkim, sir.
R.K. Mishra,
Musahari,
Musahari, learned counsel appearing for
BTC.
BTC,
Order is.
and Miss P. Biswal appearing for the point number 6 submits that they have not received instructions. Accordingly, list this matter after
Second week. Second week, we need to.
list this matter after 2 weeks.
Lordship, that may be fixed, Lordship, already several days, Lordship. He has taken.
23 matter, Mr. Council, no hurry.
Lordship, that
Money.
money, that may be.
You give after 11, after 12. Okay, no, the next one, we do the next one.
Item 5. In this matter, respondent number 3 has filed one affidavit.
Yes.
I would appeal for some time for filing my reply.
Respondent number 3 is in your favor.
No, my lord, the respondent number 3 is the chairman of the EBIT committee, my lord.
He is the deputy commissioner.
Yes,
It's in your favor.
my lord, she has not.
Huh?
She has directly not denied, not accepted anything, my lord. She says.
That is what,
this is
so it's in your favor. So how does it, why do you want to file? If she has not made any categorical assertion, what reply are you going to make?
But there are some statements, my lord, which I need to be denied, my lord. So only, my lord, the affidavit in reply relative, only the petitioner is not able to come, my lord. We will be filing by tomorrow, my lord.
Yes, as per this, the respondent number 3's affidavit. As respondent number 3 says that all the affidavits have to be, all the pages have to be signed. That's what he says,
But I don't have the copy of the affidavit. I have.
and that is your problem.
And my lord, the private respondent has also not filed their affidavit.
I know private, who's for the private respondent?
Lordship, this morning we have filed for an affidavit in opposition. It is yet to come on the portal.
Oh, you have filed it today?
Yes.
Have you given a copy to the other side?
Other side.
Yes, Lordship,
How could you have filed it without giving a copy? The counsel is here right in front of us.
They only we have.
Correct, madam, but before filing, it is your duty to give a copy to the petitioner's counsel. You cannot file it, it cannot, it will not be allowed.
Yes,
So either, huh?
Lordship.
No, you have to give,
That
that,
copy.
you see, that means you have not filed it. Because you cannot file it without giving a prior copy, an advance copy to the petitioner. So you give it. Yes,
Lordship, here says that all documents have to be signed, but
correct.
yeah, but the private respondent has signed all the documents except for the original affidavit which the Lordship has pointed out.
Okay.
That's the issue.
Okay.
Whether that is signed.
He has signed all the documents except the original
Except the
document.
because
Okay,
original signed
okay.
containment.
But
So what is there?
my lord, on the last occasion, my lord, we have pointed out that not the original.
Huh?
On the last occasion, my lord, we have pointed out that not the original. There are other documents, my lord, which are not signed.
We have the record, they have signed everything.
Mr. Counsel, there's one thing regarding saying something and making an allegation and proving it. Now, if the records show that all the documents have been signed, now will your word will your word supersede the records? Can it?
Yes, my lord, it is absolutely right. My lord, what happened, my lord? These are the documents I have downloaded from the website, my lord. In the website, all the documents of all the parties are available, my lord. And in by way of additional affidavit, I have brought before your lordship that not the affidavits, there are number 3 or 4 affidavits that are not signed, my lord.
That's the,
Show me which one.
that document which the petitioner is talking about, Lordship, is a document which is not necessary, your Lordship.
No, there's a thing, you see, whether those documents which are not necessary
Yes, your Lordship.
have also been asked for in the tender.
That has not been asked in tender. The
In the
landowner-
tender notice, it is not required.
Not required because the Lordship that
Yes, that is by way of a surplus document in a way, that means.
surplus document.
Surplus document.
Surplus document, your
So
Lordship.
surplus documents need not be signed.
Will not be signed. There's nothing here to whether it is signed or not. Otherwise, all the documents submitted by the petitioner, by the respondent or the petition have to be signed. Here, the case is that one document which there was no sign, it was signed by the landowner of the private respondent. For where his shop is going to be established. That's a surplus document, your Lordship.
But,
So is that correct? That the surplus documents or the documents that were not required to be furnished and which has been furnished by the private respondents were not signed? Those are the documents. Or is it your case that those documents which were required to be submitted in terms of the tender notice have not been signed?
Yes.
If that is the case, now you show me as per your additional affidavit, which are those documents? And then you correlate that with the clauses in the NIT.
may I pray, lordship may take up some other time, my senior will appear. In the meantime, I will file a reply. I can show the documents to your lordship, my lord.
Why do you want to file affidavit? Is there some stay order in your favor?
Yes, your Lordship.
No. You tell your senior to come. Where is he?
He is on Lakes in court number 26.
He's on legs in court number 26. Oh, that is why he took he took adjournment in another case also.
No, my lord, that is another PJ segment.
That's another PJ case. Okay. Anyway, let their affidavit come on record also. They have not filed. Private response. Yes, where is your response? Where is your affidavit?
My lord, we have filed this affidavit today morning. We have given a requisition as well, my lord.
No, you have not. Yeah. Okay. But where is he has not been given a copy? Petitioner?
Maybe, I'm giving you.
How can it be filed without giving a copy to the other side?
My lord, because maybe their clerk or there's some chambermaids, my lord, I'm not sure because I've just now. I have extra copy I have given in, my lord.
Okay. Okay, we'll adjourn this since he's got it just now. Let him read. When do you want the matter?
But after 1 week, lordship may take up.
Why? Why not tomorrow?
Day after tomorrow, my lord.
Because my lord, they have filed one affidavit. I have to see what is there, and if necessary, I have to file my reply.
Even I have not seen it.
We had just clarified the point because they were harping on the point that whether CA certification is required or not. We have given we have given notification and documents pertaining to the government of India where it says CA is not supposed to certify the IP return.
No, but then so what if the tender notice requires it to be done?
But if tender notice requires something to be done, which is derogates the laid down law. my
No,
lord,
no, where is the law? That is not a law.
that is precisely, my lord, what we have bought.
Those are guidelines, those are not law. Are guidelines enforceable in law, in the court? I doubt.
My lord, something which is CA is not supposed or required to do, my lord, is CA we cannot compel it.
Unless the CA says that I don't want to sign. That's a different thing. Is there any certificate saying the CA does not want to sign?
My lord,
How, huh?
our chartered accountant have clearly said I will not go beyond what is
Where
mandated.
is that? Where have you stated that in your affidavit?
Affidavit, my lord, they are taking time, my lord, everything is there, my lord, I have.
Okay, right. Counsel for the Mr. M. Biswas, the counsel for the respondent number 5, submits that affidavit in opposition has been filed today.
Absolutely.
However, the same is not on record. I will just need to place the same on record. List the matter after a week. In the meantime, the petitioner is allowed to file affidavit in reply to the affidavit in opposition filed by the respondent number 3 and respondent number 5, comma, if necessary. List this matter after a week.
Date may be fixed, your lordship.
Give a date.
Thirteenth. There is interim order that may be continued.
Interim order to continue till the next date.
All right, lordship.
Item 6 for hearing.
My pleasure, Your Lordship. Lordship, the senior counsel has concluded his arguments, Your Lordship. We have prepared a written submission for the court, Your Lordship.
Written?
Submission.
Written submission. I never asked for written submission.
Your Lordship, we have referred a few of the judgments also.
You were supposed to give some judgment.
Yes, Your Lordship, we have made a compilation along with it, Your Lordship.
Tell me one thing. Is the NEIIPP 2007 and the office memorandum dated 1/4/2007 the same thing? Is the same?
Yes, Your Lordship, that's a notification, Your Lordship.
Is it the same?
Yes, Your Lordship.
So the OM 1/4/2007 is the NEIPP 2007,
Yes,
correct?
Your Lordship. Yes, sir.
If I understand correctly, your case was basically to the effect that actually, there was something I wanted to know with regard to that when his industrial establishment was registered, registration number was given. with regard to one question regarding date of commencement of the commercial production,
Yeah.
it was written as proposed or something like that.
Yeah.
What were you trying to imply by that?
The lordship, when they basically start the, when they start the process of establishing the unit,
Ah,
then only they have to register it
ah,
because they've started the process of
correct,
establishing.
correct,
So commercial production will definitely happen in a later date.
correct, correct.
So that's why they have given proposed.
Ah,
So later on, but like when they go for commercial production, they intimate with that. There another later they have intimated that they have started commercial production on this date, and they have claimed on the basis of that.
so,
So commercial date of production will be given on the later date. So that has been given by them.
no, you were referring to page 64, I think, or something.
But initially when they registered, that was proposed.
Yes, in 2012, it was registered.
Right.
So out here, in the first question, it was date of commencement of commercial production, original as well as after expansion, proposed. So why did you show this court, this document? What were you trying to say? What were you trying to say?
No, what we are trying to say that like they started the process of this thing in 2012,
12, correct.
and like commercial production happened before this. 2000.
It started in 2013,
2013. So
31, 3, I think.
correct. So lordship, like prior to coming of this, they have come to they have gone for commercial production under that 1997.
Huh,
So that was the reason we have shown it, nothing else. Was.
1997. What do you mean 1997?
1 second, so let me just check it. Yes, page 64. It is proposed when they have gone for registration for transport subsidy.
Huh. So they have gone for the transport subsidy.
Yes, on
in
31/3/2012.
12. Huh.
And this has come. This 1997 expired.
In I think in 22/2,
22/2/2000.
22/3,
22/3/2013.
13, yes,
So
9 days earlier.
that by that time 22/1/2013 has come.
Huh, yes,
So what we are saying is that like this is under this NEIPB
2007.
and freight subsidy scheme 2013. So there was no promise made under this. That was the point.
No promise made under what?
No promise has been made as far as FLI is concerned under 2013 scheme. So he will fall under the earlier scheme, transport subsidy scheme.
Correct, that is what it's praying for.
Correct. So that was the point. Basically, we are saying that there was no promise made under this. So what
No promise made under what? 2013 scheme.
2013 it is in the-
Actually, because 2013 came into effect in 2013,
No.
his registration of
Correct.
2012.
So if there was any promise made, so 2013, it will be under 2013. So 2013,
How can it be? You see, the registration
yes,
for the subsidy, transport subsidy,
correct,
was done in the year 2012.
12, yes, okay.
So that means the registration was done keeping in view the scheme that was there in 2012. And in
Yes,
2012, the 1971 scheme was there.
scheme was there.
Now, that scheme of 1971 ended 8 days prior to commencement of the
Commercial product,
commercial production of the cement.
correct.
Now, he's saying, since he had done all his work,
Under-
keeping in view the subsidy that was to be given as per the 1971 scheme, he could not be deprived of the same by the coming into force of the subsequent scheme
In
8 days
2000
prior to his commercial production. So now, how does this document help you? At page 64, how does it?
That is the, if I recollect, Lordship, it was just pointed out that they have started the work in 2012.
Okay, they started the work in 2000.
That was the reason to show it.
basically your side is basically your case is that they were supposed to complete their, they were to commence production,
Yeah.
commercial production during the validity of that scheme. Since they did not,
It is already over.
since that period was already over by then, they have got no case.
Correct. That's the thing.
That's
it.
it.
That is a precisely. Because commercial production is the benchmark from where the dates will be counted. So they'll miss the pass basically. And 2013 scheme, as you also know, that flies is no longer there. I mean, this is in the negative list.
Yes. I didn't own the, I've heard you all and then you're giving me another, I'm not going to read. I'm just going to maybe read the
Only
citation,
the
that's
case
all.
laws were to be given.
Only case laws were to be given, not your arguments.
The case
Only
laws
the
are a
case
part of the written submission, your lordship. We have marked it.
Mr. Counsel, as it is, this court has to give you permission, I think. We heard you and it was only for citations to be given, not for anything else.
Citations are there, your lordship.
Anyway, let's please leave me. Where is the copy for the other side?
Your lordship, we're just preparing it. We'll give it by the end of the day. We have already informed them, your lordship.
I doubt you'll give them.
No, your lordship, we have prepared extra copies.
Oh my God, oh my God, how?
Lordship, the judgments are there. Actually.
What is this? I think you need to tell me, I cannot read just like this. I cannot go read 371 pages just like that.
Your lordship, the judgments are there, your lordship, the written
Man,
submission.
Mr. Counsel, please tell me which paragraphs you rely upon. He's giving me citations, that's
No,
all.
your lordship, we have marked it as well, your lordship, in the written
Huh?
submission.
No, please write down the paragraphs that you rely upon. Okay, they are all together 16 judgments you're giving me. Plus, earlier you had given me some also. Please reflect the paragraphs. It becomes slightly easier for us. You know, this gives me a sneaky feeling that you don't have a very good case.
No, your lordship. Your lordship, we have.
When you start going to this extent, I don't know,
No, we are-
tentatively,
No, your lordship,
it now alerts my mind as to whether I should have a second closer look
Your lordship,
at
It's a straight case, Lord. I mean, they have missed the pass. There is no.
and we have, your lordship,
That's
quoted the
dates are
necessary
very,
paragraphs.
facts
actually.
and dates are very clear. Lord.
And we have quoted the necessary paragraphs, your lordship, that's why it's.
We have not quoted anything.
The-
We have just given the pages.
In the written submission, we have quoted, your lordship.
Huh?
In the written submission, we have quoted the relevant paragraphs, your lordship.
Yeah, in the written submission,
Your
you have quoted the. Mr. Counsel, I have heard you all, at length.
Your lordship will do. the-
Now, you just give me,
Yes, your lordship.
you just mark it out here, the relevant paragraph.
Your lordship. will do that.
I am not going to go through this entire thing just like that.
Your lordship.
Whatever cases I find relevant, after going through the relevant paragraph, maybe I'll read those cases.
Your lordship.
And then one thing is that, please don't give me 3-4 cases on the same point. You know? Unfortunately, I'm a very slow reader. So you have to, so by the time I go through this entire thing, I mean, you have got to tell me which paragraphs you're relying upon. You just cannot say, here, you do the work. Huh? You tell me. Okay, let us go. The first page.
Your
State of Jharkhand versus Tata Cummins. Which paragraph do you want me to read?
Lordship will make the necessary incorporation and will.
Please do that. And then try to tell me with this judgment, Tata Cummins judgment, What is the point you are trying to establish?
Most of the judgments are based on promissory estoppel. I'll make a list and
I don't know. You please tell me, it's your duty to try to, sway me to your point of view. And for that, you have got to do your job. You can't say, this is my case, please make a, then I shouldn't have heard you in the first place. I'll read this and I'll make my own decision. Give this back. Not done this way. Right. Mr.
N. Datta.
Huh?
N. Datta.
N. Datta, Lieutenant Counsel for the petitioner, submits that he will provide the paragraphs of the relevant paragraphs of the judgments relied upon by the petitioner, along with the point that they are trying to establish in relation to the said judgment. When you
Tomorrow.
not list the matter on Wednesday, next week. You've got enough time in the meantime.
We have some difficulty, Your Lordship, next Monday or Tuesday.
Monday, I'm not here. Tuesday, you're going to vote.
This Friday, Your Lordship.
Huh?
This Friday, we have
This
already.
Friday, this is all. I'll Thursday. Thanks.
Just for submission of this, Lord.
You also, please make any judgment, nothing.
We have given two.
One or two. One judgment you have given.
Yes.
One.
And I have given the paragraph.
He has given a number already. Already four judgments are here.
I have
He's
given the
giving me another 60.
I have given the paragraph also. One minute.
Your Lordship, next week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we have some problem, Your Lordship.
14th, okay, 14th. You just have to, it's very simple.
I know, Your Lordship, we can file it by this week only itself. Okay, we have.
You try, let's see. Well, we'll fix the date anyway. If you can give, you give.
Anyway,
You just make the point.
yes, Your Lordship.
This is the point,
Yes,
this is the judgment, this is the paragraph.
Yes,
Okay. You've got to help me lighten my workload,
Yes, Lord.
not add to it so much. The issues are very small.
Obliged.
The Lordship speaks to you on 14.
14.
Obliged.
Lordship, let the matter be passed over for time. Mr. Esbora will appear. He's on legs.
Okay, after some time.
My lord, in this case, my lord, my senior my lord, Major TJ Manta, he is in another court, my lord. If my undertaking may continue, we may be protected for some time, my lord. My senior will appear, my lord, in this TJ Manta. He is in court number 1 or another court, my lord, on legs.
So what do you want? After some time?
If my learned friends, I don't wish to wait him, my lord. Let him continue. In the meantime, my lord, if he is not come some, my lord, accommodating. Let him, my senior, my lord.
Let it be taken up after some time then, madam.
Huh?
Let it be taken up after some time, that will be easier, my lord. Because again, I'll say something.
Yes,
and
because
keep
he
it
might
pending
not,
again, he will come
yes, that
sometime.
is the problem.
Last matter. Last matter.
It is the last matter.
Now, we have got two other matters. We have got two other matters, but then those documents, those affidavits have not come.
Ultimately, in this case, my lord,
Yes.
two things are to be seen, my lord. We were the highest bidders, my lord. And our bid was rejected on 2 counts. One was that, my lord, we had signed across the court fee stamp by which they say that it is forged.
We had signed across the
Across
court.
the court fee stamp, that is why they say it is forged.
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 Forged. That is the word used. I don't know, my lord.
Okay.
Lordship should see, my lord. And
Where is that? Where is the impugned Where is the disqualification? Is the technical bid was disqualified or what? What
No,
is
no,
it?
it was a single bid, my lord. It was not a two bid system, it was a single bid system. If your lordship kindly may takes up, my lord, there was no such rejection as such. But my lord, the work has been allotted to the private respondent. And
So
the-
no communication,
no communication.
nothing.
No, no.
mm,
And my lord, it
No,
is
there
the-
must have been something written somewhere, why it was rejected.
that
Yeah.
is in the government affidavit, my lord.
Yes,
Yes, my lord, affidavit in opposition filed by the BTC, my lord.
by the respondent number 2.
By the respondent number, my lord. Two.
I have got divisional DFO,
My lord,
affidavit of DFO.
DF, my lord, yes. My lord, before going to that relevant, my lord, lordship will come to paragraph 8, my lord,
Of the writ petition.
of the DFO's affidavit. May I read that, my lord? That with regard to the statement made in paragraph number 9 of the writ petition, the deponent begs to state that on scrutiny of the tender document, it has been noticed that all the bidders of the Ramapani SS Mall have submitted all requisite documents as asked for in the NIT. Further, all the bidders have obliged to the instructions given in the NIT. So by reading this, my lord, it is clear that so far as the responsiveness of the NIT goes, that is clear, my lord. All documents and everything has been complied with, my lord, and there is no anti-penalty, my lord. Now, my lord, if your lordship kindly comes to page number, paragraph number 11, my lord. That with regard to the statement made in paragraph number 12 of the writ petition, the deponent begs to state that on scrutiny of the tender form of the petitioner, Mr. Surendra Boro, it was found to be incompletely filled up with respect to tender form point number 8, wherein the name and year and description like sand gravel, boulder, stone for which tender was floated was not mentioned clearly. This was what they have stated, my lord. And thereafter, my lord, if your lordship kindly comes to annexure A of the same affidavit in opposition. Of the same affidavit in opposition, my lord.
Annexure A.
A, annexure
Yeah,
A.
yes.
There your lordship will find the name, a year and description, so and so, where it was clearly mentioned, it is their document. The name of that mahal was mentioned. Has your lordship got it, madam? In paragraph number 4 of that document.
Yes.
The name of the mahal was mentioned. So these document belies the statements which they have made in this paragraph number 11, madam. Then they say that
This
it
is
was,
point, this 4 is this is the tender form, 4.
yes, madam.
So, wherein the name and your description, like,
So the
the
name is,
name, year and description of the sand
yes,
gravel where the tender is given. You have not mentioned the name and the year,
that's the Ramapani SS mahal, my lord.
but then the name, but the year you have not given.
Here not given, Lordship.
Year not given.
Here is not given, but that was my lord known that this is for this year only because this tender could not have been for any other year.
And
for that, my lord, we cannot-
and description of the sand, gravel, boulder, stone. Let us see the tender notice, where is it?
Yes, my lord. My lord, for the tender notice, lordship will take up this affidavit in opposition of the private respondent where it is clearly given, my lord. That is this opposition of the respondent number 7, my lord.
Running page 157.
Huh?
Running page 156.
156, my lord.
As your lordship got it, my lord.
Yes.
Yes.
Now this tender form,
My lord.
this you had bought it from the thing or what? What is this? This tender form at page 135?
135,
This that same thing that you were mentioning,
my lord,
that annexure A of the affidavit.
my lord. Yes, my lord.
Now, how do you correlate this tender notice with this tender form? The number, serial number.
Serial number, my lord, 4. Of
Serial
which-
number 4 of the tender notice speaks of
My lord,
tender should be addressed to the undersigned
by designation,
by designation.
my lord. And subscribed as tender for grant of mining contract for collection of sand, stone, gravel in the area shown in the schedule of Dhamsari division, the same must be.
So your tender was for sand, stone
Yes,
and
my lord.
gravel, all three, is it?
SS Mahal is sandstone Mahal.
Huh?
SS Mahal means sand and stone Mahal.
Sand and stone, okay. So gravel is not included.
No. Hereafter, my lord, the objection which has come up is that it was also observed, because lawsuit against comes to paragraph number 11, my lord, of the affidavit in opposition by the government. It was also observed that the petitioner, Mr. Surendra Boro, have not filled up the date on the declaration part of the tender form. And it was also observed that the court fee affixed on the tender paper was found tempered by signing on it by the tenderer. So basically, these are the contention on which my lord they say that my bid has been approved.
Okay, declaration not filled up, not filled up the date. But date not filled up.
Date not filled up yet.
The amount also not filled up.
Huh?
The amount also not actually filled up, Lordship.
Where?
Declaration 137 page.
No, let us go by the affidavit, not draft report.
Our
Not
affidavit.
stated in.
Our But in 137 page. The reading of blank. Mohal number blank, that also not given. 137 page,
But this you have not mentioned in your,
not mentioned.
No, Lord, in page number 136, lordship will kindly see that the amount is mentioned, my lord. Bank draft number so and so for an amount of so and so is already been given.
And declaration form is mandatory as per affidavit clause 13.
Then, my lord, the outright price that is in clause number 5 of that annexure A at page 135. The outright price offered by the tenderer for the Mahal in figures is rupees 31 lakhs, 21,250. That is already given, my lord. That is their document.
let me see the tender notice. What does it say? Please allow hereby and for grant of contract for stone, sand, gravel and gravel. So there are 4 types of minerals.
My lord, it is oblique, my lord. Either this or that or that or that.
Correct, but then now which
We were for stone and sand.
not sand, gravel or gravel. Now, how do we know it is for stone and sand?
Yes, yes, my lord. The name itself is Rangapani SS Mahal, my lord.
Maybe,
My lord.
but how do we know that you have applied for stone and sand?
My lord, whatever was there in the Mahal, we had applied for that, my lord. The name of the Mahal was Rangapani SS Mahal, and my lord, by name, we have applied for whatever had been, my lord, is there in the Mahal for many. We have applied for that. So that is not the issue anywhere, my lord. That is not the issue.
Huh?
Issue is, my lord,
So
kindly
issue,
see.
Lordship.
That seems to be the issue.
It is
No, madam.
also issue, Lordship.
No,
And
no,
that
let me
is-
ask you one thing.
My lord.
When these tenderers had submitted their bids, do they have to bid for all the minerals or they can bid for part or only for some of the minerals?
For all the Mohol, Lordship.
For the entire Mahal?
Mohol has been described by.
That means for
how-
everything.
Yes.
That means they have to bid for the gravel also.
No, lordship.
What?
Here is, the tender is for, this tender is for sand,
Huh?
sand and stone. lordship.
Only sand and stone. So the mall is only for sand and stone. How do you get, from where do you get that?
In tender, close actually stand only, stones, sand, gravel, also stone lordships.
That's why I'm saying.
Yes, yes.
Look, you're not sure of anything.
If your lordship comes to my lord, annexure 7 of the writ petition, page number 23. That is the paper cutting where this tender was reflected. Mr.
Serial number.
At serial number 8, lordship finds the Rangapani SS Mahal. So my lord, the
For
piece-
sand and stone only.
Yes, my lord.
So there's no gravel, nothing.
Yes, my lord.
So tender has to be for both. It cannot be for only sand or stone. It cannot be.
Yes, it is for sand and stone. Because here there is no gravel involved in this mahal. That is why it was clearly reflected that it is for sand and stone only, my lord.
Yeah.
And that is why the name of the mahal is, my lord, SS
No,
Mahal.
no, that's a different issue.
Yes,
That's a different. That name can be Arnold
Yes.
Schwarzenegger also.
My-
How does it matter? The name does not denote anything.
But not my apprehension. Just trying to put it across. So this was for only sand and stone, my lord. And my lord, as I have already read out, my lord, in the earlier part of the paragraph of the government, my lord, that all the documents which were submitted were requisite, my lord. So it was responsive tender. But later on, they found out that because of these discrepancies, they have rejected my bid. Now, whether in these discrepancies, my lord, my bid could have been rejected. That is the question that requires, my lord, examination of your lordship.
At the time of
Because the fact remains that I am the highest bidder.
no lordship, other has been also here. Scrutiny, at the time of scrutiny lordship, these deficiencies come lordship, and kindly see close on in tender notice 13E lordship.
Page
13E lordship, page
page
running
157.
page 157.
There.
Clause 13, it is stated which documents necessary, and in clause E, other information required to be submitted as stated in the tender form as per rule.
Correct.
Lordship.
So
He has
according
not-
to you, he did not
he has not-
complied with 13E.
Yes, lordship.
Now, what is this other information required to be submitted?
The declaration form should be filled up properly, lordship.
Huh?
Declaration form, lordship, he has not filled up properly in page 137.
But this is not the ground you're taken in your affidavit.
Stated, lordship. Declaration form,
Where?
paragraph 11.
Where?
That
Paragraph
11 of the
11
government
lordship.
affidavit which I had just read, my lord.
Where does it say declaration part?
It says, my lord.
Huh?
It says, my lord.
Where?
The Mr. at, my lord, sometimes somewhere middle, my lord.
Further in middle
Around
section.
8 lines. from the
Okay,
top.
not filled up. The date on the
Date
declaration part.
And lordship, page page 135 also lordship, though he has mentioned
Page
the
35.
135 lordship, though he has mentioned the sand and stone mahal, but year should be given by him lordship.
Huh?
Year of Mohol, how he has.
Year of
for
the
how
Mahal.
many years?
But where does it say that the year of the Mahal is required?
He should fill up, fill up paragraph 4 lordship properly, as per the tender from lordship.
Paragraph 4 says
Tender
the
notice.
name and year and description of the Mahal.
Yes, lordship. And other private respondent has fill up all such documents, lordship. Record is with me, lordship, my fellow lordship. Surendra Guru. Original record is with me, lordship.
Just a
Surendra Guru. Vishnu Brahma. Vishnu Brahma has fill up all necessary.
Who is this Karneshwar Daimari?
He was also one of the tenderers, but my lord, he did not come up before this court, my lord.
Okay. Now, the tender notice does not give the number of years for which it will be settled, correct? Now, the tender requirements provide very schedule A, schedule B.
He do here, my lord. Schedule A is the boundaries, my lord. Nine.
Four hectares. 4 hectares.
If this, your tender document does not mention the number of years for which you wanted settlement of the tender. Then what is this,
That was-
in-
That was understood, my lord, because these, they have never reflected at any point of time that this tender may have been for any other, my lord, tender or.
no,
any
but
other
how do we know that the tender was to be settled?
My lord.
That the fishery was to be settled or that mining area was to be settled for a number of years? Where is it reflected?
My lord, that gets reflected in that, my lord. NIT, my lord. The particular year, my lord, for the number of years, it is not mentioned, my lord.
That is what. It is not mentioned. Now, when you come to page 138.
Hello.
At serial number 4,
My lord.
it says the name and year and description of the sand, gravel, boulder, stone for which tender is given. What does it mean? The name to okay, Mahal is there, that Ranga Pani Mahal.
Yes,
But what about year? What is the meaning of year here?
Page 157, it is specific.
157.
157. Statement showing the detail of sandstone, public gravel,
Where?
etc., etc. And about
Clause, madam, which clause?
page 157, top of the
Page
page
157.
157 running page.
I've got 157. This is 157.
Period
Madam,
7
look
years.
at this. This is 157.
59, sorry, 159, sorry.
159.
Period 7 years. Top left. Page
That's
159.
schedule A, my lord.
Schedule A.
For the working period, 7 years.
For the working period 7.
7 years.
Okay, whether it is for 7 years or not, okay. So you have not said that it should be for 7 years.
Because it is for 7 years, that is why we have not said, my lord, that will not constitute to be a, my lord, defect in the tender as this. Because, my lord, as I have read out the earlier, my lord, paragraph 5, my lord, they say that all the tenders were responsive. Along with all the documents which are given, they say themselves. Now it is only for the purpose of they are picking out these things, my lord, for the purpose of, my lord, satisfying this court or showing before this court why they were justified in giving it to the highest, lowest bidder, my lord. Because in between there is another bidder which your lordship has pointed out. as
Okay,
serial number 2.
what is your bid? Your bid was
My bid was, my lord,
31,
31 lakh
21,
21,250.
and the respondent number 7
29,96,400.
and what about the other person?
The respondent number 2 is 31,21,250.
Do I have how much?
31 lakhs 21,250, similar to mine,
31, 21, 250.
my lord.
Cornerstone.
And the next one was 30,96,280.
Huh?
এক মিনিট ৰ'বা না, তুমি যে মাজত কেনে কৈ থাকা হে, তুমি সময় বলতে ক'বা. My lord, and the third one is 30 lakhs 96,280.
So who is R2? R2 is R2? Is it, respondent
Here
number-
there is no R2. They have not given it to R2, they have not given it to R3, they have directly given it to this R7.
No, there's no R2.
No, I mean, my lord, the
You
tender
mean
number
so petitioner was LH, H1,
my lord.
and then there was another person who was H1 also,
Yes, he was also H1.
one H1. Then H2 is another person,
Yes, my lord.
and then H3 is,
this person. That's for number 7.
and the other bids were all disqualified.
Yes.
Also. Only the respondent number 7's bid was.
Yes. And now coming up before the court, they say that these are the conditions, my lord. That is why, my lord, that is on the earlier occasion also I have shown, my lord. The Stamp Act, my lord, specifically says that when a particular stamp is given, my lord, the manner in which the stamp is to be cancelled, my lord. It says, my lord, the person required by subsection 1 to cancel an adhesive stamp may cancel it by writing on or across the stamp his name or initials or the name or initials of his firm with the true date of his sold writing in any other effectual manner. So that is taken care of by the, my lord, statute only. That they have signed across the stamp and for which it is found to be, my lord, forged or whatever they say tempered. That is the contents of paragraph 11, my lord, of the affidavit in opposition by the state government, by the BTC.
So there are three things against you.
My lord,
One is that you had not filled up the point number 4.
clearly, I have
As you did not mention the year.
was not, yes, my lord.
You did not mention the year and the description of the
My lord,
minerals to be
my lord,
extracted.
my lord. Because the minerals were already there in the tender form, my lord. So what was there in the tender form for which I had submitted? They said that the documents which I had given was responsive. Now, my lord, Supreme Court has, my lord, differentiate this thing into two parts, my lord. In the case of, my lord, Porter Steel, it says, my lord, the requirements in a tender notice can be classified into two categories: those which lay down the essential conditions of eligibility, and the others which are merely ancillary or subsidiary with the main object.
But this is to be decided by the author of the
My lord.
tender.
But they have decided, now they have decided by giving these statements which they have in the affidavit. Now, whether these statements which they have given in the affidavit will be, my lord, found to be, my lord, correct by this court, my lord. That is why I am submitting, my lord, that these statements, the reasons which they have stated, my lord, is not correct for, my lord, cancelling my lord, tender. Because in any manner, my lord, as has been held by this honorable court in a, my lord, quantum of cases, my lord, that ultimately when the price is the factor, my lord, and I am the highest bidder, so, my lord, there can be no deviation in that, my lord, that cannot be excused, my lord.
No, but then whether these are essential conditions of the contract can be decided by only by the author of the tender document, not by us. The courts cannot substitute
My
its views to the views
So
of the
then
author
my-
of the
then
document.
Lordship he knows, my lord, that what is, my lord, a directory and what is mandatory, my lord. So here, my lord, if it had been a mandate, my lord, then it would have been stated anywhere that that failure to comply with this would amount to, my lord, cancel of the document. That is nowhere there, my lord. So if it is construed to be a directory, my lord, then, my lord, it says that, my lord, kindly
If
see
it's
the language.
directory, it's okay.
Yes, my lord.
Just, I do not know what is your case. Basically, it
Their
appears.
case is basically they want to deprive me and they want to, my lord, give the benefit to their blue-eyed boy. That is their case, my lord.
Anything else besides that?
My lord. Then, my lord, what
Any
they say is, my lord,
citations?
it was also observed, my lord, for the tender was floated was not mentioned clearly. They say that is a mention but not mentioned clearly. Now, my lord, at that point of time when the tender was scrutinized and, my lord, the comparative statement was made, there was no doubt in the mind of the committee that this tender was not for this particular bid or for any other bid, my lord. If your lordship sees the comparative statements, my lord. And it is page 107, page 78 of the, my lord, writ petition.
Page 78.
8. It starts from page 77, my lord. Mm-hmm. 78 is the comparative statement. Kindly see, my lord. In the remarks column, all documents furnished and regular, all documents furnished and regular, all documents furnished and regular, all documents furnished and regular. So there was no doubt in the mind of the tender committee that this tender which was submitted by the petitioner was for any other mahal or anything else, my lord. For that they were clear. Now today they cannot therefore come up and say that because I did not mention it clearly, so that is why my tender is non-responsive. That is my submission before this court.
Lord, authority has right to scrutinize the documents again, Lordship.
No,
And,
it's
authority-
correct.
Authority has scrutinized that falls, which we have stated in affidavit, we found, Lordship. And paragraph 12, kindly peruse my affidavit, Lordship, 133 page. Paragraph 12.
Paragraph 12.
That with regards to the statements made in paragraph 13 of the repetition, the deponent begs to state that as per point number 12 of the tender notice, all four bidders, namely, number 1, Surendra Boro, number 2, Korneshwar Doimari, number 3 is Remu Boro, and number 4, Vishnu Burmo, the bidders for Rongapani SS Mahal have obliged the bidding criteria by bidding up to 25% above government fixed value, whereas it was observed during the scrutiny that the bidder number 1 and bidder number 3, as stated above, have not filled up declaration part of the tender form and also did not fill up point number 4 of the tender form properly, elaborating the details. Moreover, the court fee affixed in the tender form was also found tampered by signing on it by both the parties. Moreover, on scrutiny, it has also been observed in case of bidder number 2, wherein there are overwriting in point number 2 of the tender form, which contradict the point number 13 of point 16 of the tender notice, Lordship. And Lordship,
That is for bidder
Surendra Boro and
Actually, it will not be have filed, it will be filled.
Phil, sorry.
It will be filled.
Surendra
Okay,
Boro
and
and
then
Korneshwar Doimari,
at
the
page
same-
132, the last line, I think it should be read as have not filled,
Field.
because it was filed.
Yes.
Yes,
I-
sorry,
I-
sorry, Lordship.
And it is
happened.
not their case also that the declaration form which is a part of the tender was not submitted in due date. It is not their case.
And
So,
Lordship,
my lord, if it is submitted on due date, and that may be an oversight, my lord, so how does it affect the, my lord, validity of the
Oh,
tender?
wait,
Let the
wait. Let one person finish. Yes, have you finished
Let-
or have you got? You have finished?
Because this point has come up, that is why I am just, my lord.
No, well, we'll give you a chance, otherwise it's,
My lord, I have finished.
Then-
My lord, there are two judgments I'd like to rely upon.
Ah, you give me.
My lord, one is that judgment of that, my lord, Border Steel Corporation that is reported in 1991, 3 SCC 273,
1991, 3 SEC,
273. Border Steel was.
essential ancillary
Yes,
conditions.
yes,
all.
yes, yes. Then, my lord,
Para.
that is para 6, my lord, para 6. Para 6. Then, my lord, this judgment was again relied upon, my lord, in 2020, 17 SCC 577.
Yes.
Paragraph 14. Where it says that, my lord, the law on the subject is well settled in Bakshi Security versus Personal Services, so and so, so and so. It was reflected by this judgment, my lord. The law is settled as an essential condition of the tender has to be strictly complied with. The requirements in the tender notice can be classified in two categories, those which lay down the essential conditions of eligibility, and others which are merely ancillary or subsidiary with the main object to be achieved by the condition. So it is only in the main terms, that is the price, my lord, which is to be enforced very, my lord, strictly by the authorities concerned. Otherwise, if it is ancillary, then, my lord, that is not so, my lord, strict that, my lord, for that the tender has to be rejected.
But
Then
then
there is one more.
who is going to decide
My lord,
whether a tender is essential or ancillary?
my lord, that, my lord, will be decided by the authority, and they have decided. Now, my lord, this court, we have brought it before this court, my lord, to consider whether the decision which they have given is perverse or whether, my lord, it is.
But then that is already replied by the Supreme Court in AFCONs.
Yes,
In AFCONs, what has the Supreme Court said?
my lord, if it is perverse, my lord, then this
No,
court,
no,
my lord, this court will not sit in appeal, my
You
lord.
see, perversity, whether that is a different thing. The perversity will depend on appreciation of the evidence or
Yes,
something like that.
yes.
This is nothing of that kind. This is with regard to the terms and conditions of a tender.
My lord. So where is the term? Because the terms and conditions of the tender will be found in page 156. not that form which has been pointed out to the court now. That,
No, but that form was part of the tender
No,
document that you had bought.
no,
You had bought it you had bought it and then you had filled it up and sent it.
yes, my lord,
Because all the tenderers submitted the same form.
my lord.
You all bought it from the authority.
Authority, yes. my lord. Yes. So that, my lord, this tender notice, which is at page 156, that does not give out these conditions, my lord. Because, my lord, lordship will kindly see,
Page 156, it does not, what does it?
it does not say, my lord, that, my lord, it is to be filled up in this manner, or these are to be given, and on non-giving of those things, my lord, then it will be considered to be non-responsive. And even in that page 135, that is the tender form.
Yeah,
There also, they say that it has been it has been signed by both the parties, but that 135 page in the court fee, it will say that there is only one signature, that is the signature of the petitioner. Now, my lord, why I am telling these things, my lord, is to show before this court, my lord, that they were, my lord, picking up, but they were fishing, my lord, what they could find out, by which they could justify their, my lord, rejection of my tender, my lord.
the problem is that it's not only your tender that has been rejected.
My lord, I am concerned with my only, my lord. Because otherwise also, my lord, these people have not come up. This bidder number 2 and 3, they are not before this court, my lord. And so in that matter also, my lord, the Supreme Court is clear that the petitioner who comes up before the court is to be considered, my lord. And as it is, I am the highest bid. And lordship will see the actual records also, whether, my lord, it is there or not, my lord.
She is very sure of herself.
My lord, because because on earlier occasion also that was called for and she retained it, my lord.
She's grinning from year to year.
Yes, my lord. My lord, a little more green will, my lord, clear a question.
Anyway,
Then, my lord, there is one more citation, my lord, that is 2024, volume 1, GLR 393. That's the coordinate bench of, my lord,
2024 GLR.
1 GLR 393.
Yes.
There, my lord, it says that ultimately, my lord, it is the highest bid that is to be considered. And, my lord, the highest bid, when
Ah.
somebody is given,
Provided their bid is valid.
my lord. So other judgments have been relied upon, my lord, in this case, my lord.
Para?
Para, my lord, 6, 10, 12 and 13. So, my lord, my conclusion is that, my lord, these grounds which they have shown for the purpose of rejecting my bid, my lord, is perverse, my lord. And because it is perverse, my lord, this court is, my lord, this honorable court is within its, my lord, jurisdiction to, my lord, set that aside. And, my lord, direct that, my lord, tender, because of the highest bid, my lord, the tender may be, my lord, settled with me.
You have not given me 2020.
2020, it is there, my lord, it is the same. That is why, my lord,
Oh.
because it's a continuation of the 1993.
After, no need,
No
no
need,
need,
no need to,
okay,
my
no
lord.
need, no need.
Hey. Because at one point of time, my lord, actually while arguing on this matter, it came up that some other court, my lord, comment that 1993, my lord, we have seen it. And now there are other judgments. But that is why I wanted to show that even in 2020, that has been followed. That is the reason. Otherwise, the finding is the same, my lord. That paragraph has been reflected there also, my lord. That is all, my lord.
Yes,
My lord, my respectful submission is he is not the only highest bidder lordship. There is same bid, the same bidder lordship, Karnesar.
whose bid has been disqualified also.
Oh, yes, lordship. And though
On what ground?
ground has been mentioned in paragraph 12 of our agreement.
Page
133. Paragraph 12. There are 4 bidders. Surendra Boro, Karneshwar Bemari, what are same bidder, same price offered lordship. Rumi Boro, bidder number 2, Vishnu Brahmo, bidder number 3.
Okay, now then what else?
Lordship, during scrutiny, last page, paragraph.
Yes, yes.
It is in, during scrutiny that the bidder number 1 and bidder number 3 as stated above have not filled the declaration part of the tender form and also did not fill up point number 4 of the tender form properly, elaborating that
Where are you reading? Page?
133,
Para?
para 12 of our affidavit, heard by respondent number 3.
Yes, what does it say?
Lordship, during scrutiny, lordship, bidder number 1 and bidder number 3 have not filled the declaration.
During scrutiny?
Page 133.
133. There is
Probably 132 lordship. Para 12 of our.
para 12 starts with that with regard to the statement.
Yes, lordship.
Ah.
That is. That with regards to the statement made in paragraph 13 of the writ petition, the deponent begs to state that as per point number 12 of the tender notice, all the 4 bidders, namely Surendra Boro, Karneshwar Doimari, Mrs. Remu Boro, and Vishnu Brahmo, the bidders for Rongapani SS Mahal have obliged the bidding criteria by bidding up to 25% above government fixed value. Whereas it was observed during scrutiny that the bidder number 1 and bidder number 3, as stated above, have not filled the declaration part of the tender form and also did not fill the point number 4 of the tender form.
Who is this? Point number 3. Remu Boro is the highest bidder also.
Remu Boro is second highest bidder. Karneshwar and Surendra both are same bidder, same price bidder. And Vishnu is the third. Then, moreover, the port fee affixed in the tender form was also found tempered by signing on it by both the parties. Moreover, on scrutiny, it has also been observed in case of bidder number 2.
Okay, I've read it.
Yes, lordship. And lordship, in tender form, kindly peruse paragraph 13, lordship, 157. Tender form, lordship.
Page 137.
157. Clause 13.
Yes.
Yeah, in clause 13, it is stated the tender papers must be accompanied with following documents. Passport size photograph of tenderer, that is a call deposit bank draft for earnest money, PAN card, GST, bank, etc., etc. A financial soundness certificate from the nationalized bank, so and so. And lordship. Other information required to be submitted as stated in the tender form as per rules, lordship. Other information required to be submitted.
As per rules, what
Yes,
means?
yes, lordship.
As
per,
per what rules?
mining mineral rules and lordship, here, in case here to tender form should be accompanied with a declaration from lordship. That declaration form, they have not filled up lordship. And clause 16 lordship, same page. Any overwriting on the tender paper will not be accepted and be straightway rejected and be
So there is no overriding in this case.
other person lordship who has the other.
Other
first
who
license,
were
yeah?
not bothered with
Lord-
other
no, why
person.
rejected you already lordship has asked me, so other persons tender I have stated lordship. And 17, the settlement authority reserve the right to accept or reject the tender without assigning any reason there.
It has to be reasonable, madam.
But lordship, it is mentioned in tender form.
Whatever, if it's mentioned, if we say that it can be done even without reason,
But
then
my humble submission is lordship, he is not the highest bidder.
is that the
Valid highest bidder lordship. Highest bidder should be valid lordship.
his tender is not valid. His bid is the highest,
But
tender is not valid.
not valid. And my learned senior. Address the honorable.
Yeah, you have got to justify yourself.
Yes, my lord. Your lordship can, yes, my lord, my tender is correct, my lord. There is no defect in my tender. That's why it is accepted. And your lordship kindly see the clause 13, that is page 157, my lord.
Yes.
The another defect is there, my lord, in the very apparent in the face of the record, my lord. The tender paper must be accompanied with the following document, must be. Your lordship kindly see A, passport size photograph of the tender. But even in my lord, your lordship, his form, my lord, which was annexed, my lord, no photograph, my lord. Your lordship kindly see, my lord, I'll place, my lord. Your lordship kindly see.
That is for the department to say. Department of State, that
My lord,
documents are responsive, all documents are in order.
My lord, my lord, suppose that has to be, my lord, from the record. It has to be proved by the record. Record is before your lordship.
I will
Your
see that.
lordship kindly see, my lord, that is his in it. Page, my lord, 130, page, my lord, 135. His tender, my lord. His tender, my lord, page 135, kindly see. That is the first condition of the tender, my lord.
But she's not complaining. She doesn't want photograph.
My lord, your lordship kindly see, your lordship kindly have a look to the 135, please.
135.
My lord,
Ah,
page 135, has your lordship got it?
yes.
My lord, that is clearly not passports and not passport size photograph attested. That is a remark also, my lord, their signature is also there, my lord. So,
Where?
so your lordship kindly see how they can, my lord, accept it, my lord.
Whereas they said no passport photograph. I said
No, that is, my lord.
they have not said that.
No, no, that.
But it is
My
not
lord.
there.
So, my lord, that is, photograph is not there, my lord. Your lordship kindly, that is annexed from the record, my lord. So that is one point, my lord. Another point, my lord, your lordship kindly see that he is not the highest bidder. Another bidder is also there, my lord.
Two bidders.
But other two bidder, they are not made party before your lordship. Your lordship kindly see, if my lord, yes. But then authority will decide. Suppose my lord, my lord needs consider. Then what about the other bidder?
No, the other bidders too. He's not bothered. He doesn't want competition.
My lord,
You
even
also
then, my
don't
lord,
want competition.
that is, my lord, decision will be taken by them, my lord.
Correct.
Yes,
So if he's the only remaining valid bidder along with you,
my lord,
if this court holds,
my lord.
then they'll decide among the two of you only.
My lord, that's true, my lord. But one thing your lordship kindly see, my lord, whether these conditions are, my lord, essential requirement or not, my lord, your lordship, I will place a one judgment before judgment to your lordship, my lord. That is CCL case, my lord. As your lordship knows, my lord, it is very important judgment. That is 2016 8 SCC 622.
Para.
Para 47, 48, and 49. Very first line, my lord. I'll give the judgment. The very first line, my lord, of the 47 para, the result of this discussion is the issue the acceptance or the rejection of bid or bidder should be looked at not only from the point of view of the unsuccessful party, but also from the point of view of the employers. That is, my lord. Another, my lord, in para 48. Therefore, whether the transfer of NIT is essential or not is decision taken by the employer which should be respected.
Correct.
So that the judgment, my lord, elaborately in para 47, 48, and 49. So, my lord, my submission before his lordship, my lord, that his standard is, my lord, that that committee take a decision. My lord, I believe. committee take a decision that, my lord, his tender is defective, and my lord, my tender is found to be valid, my lord. That's why, my lord, rightly, my lord, they have taken a decision to give me, my lord. So, my lord, that is my answer.
Anything to add?
Number one is that the committee has not taken a decision, that decision is taken by the authority concerned, my lord.
Huh?
The decision not to give has been taken by the authority, that is the DFO, not by the committee. Because, and that requirement of that photocopy, whether that photograph, whether it was there or not, my lord, now, from this record, because, my lord, from. the
I can
document
look at the
itself, my
record.
lord,
Show me the record.
yes, my lord. From that, my lord, finding, that is not an issue. That the, my lord, photograph was not there, that is why they have, because on what grounds they have refused me, that is there in the affidavit, so that will hold, my lord. Not any other thing, my lord.
Declaration for not properly, yes.
The department doesn't compensate.
I don't know whether he's serious or not, but his client is very serious, is not, my lord.
And this is Vishnu Brahma.
Yes, my
Who is that? That is you.
I am respondent 7.
Sir, can I see my beat for a while, my lord?
Huh?
Can I see my
Yes.
beat for a while?
Sure.
Yeah, no.
Photo के just one minute.
In fact, my lord, in his petition, para 13, he stated that, my lord, the tender ought to have been, my lord, given to second highest bidder.
My lord,
His
photograph
plea was there. my lord.
Huh?
Photographs are there. Affixed in some other pages, but photographs are there.
Okay.
It is not on the tender form, my lord. My lord, his para 13, my lord, he himself stated that, my lord, the tender ought to have been given to the second highest bidder. His plea is that, my lord, para 13, my lord, he stated.
That is in respect to the fact that, my lord, if you
He
maintain
admitted he has a
clarity, my
gun
lord,
mistake, my lord.
if you maintain clarity, it is for that, my lord. That is what has been written, my lord. I have not drafted it anyway, my lord. That is not to be seen. And I have come up before this court with a claim that, my lord, the manner in which, my lord, my tender has been, my lord, rejected is not proper, my lord. That will be adjudicated by the court.
When was
Grounds, my lord,
when
which have
was
been
the
submitted.
letter of acceptance issued? Has the tender been finalized?
Yes, my lord.
Yes, finally, my mining company, now, my lord, we have got the mining, there is no stay order, my lord, we have already, my lord, the mining plan is accepted, my lord, now, by the authority, my lord, pollution control, my lord. Mining plan is also approved by the authority, my lord. And it has to be approved by the Director of Geology and Mining, my lord, that is already been approved, my lord.
Okay, this is of June 23. Oh my God.
So from June 23, they have, my lord, enjoyed enough, my lord. Now it's the time, my lord, to stop it and give it to me for, my lord, continuation from then onwards.
Sure, give me the, madam, give me the record. I want to see. So agreement has been signed or what? No,
Sign, everything has been signed, my lord, then mining company, after signing.
mining permit given. What about
Given. Now,
environmental clearance?
Yes, my lord, that is being granted. That is mining plan, that is approved, my lord. That is probably in the record, my lord.
So now he has started work.
We are not yet started, my lord, but everything formalities have been completed, my lord. Because it's a long process. my lord.
Madam, the other tender. Where is that? It's here. Okay, it's here. Okay, so this is the person.
And regarding any other information which they had stated, my lord, these pages 3 onward, they will say that any other information, my earlier work experience and everything has also been given, my lord.
Yeah, declaration not signed, not filled up. Not signed for
Declare that
signature.
my lord, I say, my lord, when there is no, my lord, allegation to that, my lord, that this has been filed later on. So, my lord, that doesn't matter, my lord. That is my respectful submission, my lord. Because had there been an allegation that it has been filed later on, that is why date is not there, it would have been a different story, my lord. So when it is submitted, my lord, along with the papers, my lord, it is constituted that it is declaration on, it's on that day only, my lord.
Okay. Right. Heard Mr. G. Chaudhary, learned counsel for the petitioner. Full stop. Also heard Ms. R.B. Bora, learned counsel for the BTC. And Mr. T.J. Mahanta, senior counsel, appearing for the respondent number 7, assisted by Mr.
PK Dekar.
P.K. Dekar. Full stop. The petitioner is challenging the disqualification of his bid for settlement of the Rangapani SS Mahal for the purpose of mining stones and gravel for a period of 7 years in pursuant to the tender notice dated 5/12/2022. Next paragraph. The petitioner's counsel submits that the petitioner was the highest bidder for the mining rights of sand and stone for 7 years, along with one Mr. No, Shri Karneshwar Daimari, who had both submitted bids amounting to rupees 31, 21, 250. The second highest bidder was one Mrs. Remu Boro, who had submitted a bid amount of rupees 30, 96, 280. However, the state respondents have selected the lowest bidder, that is the respondent number 7, whose bid amount was rupees 29, 96, 400. Next paragraph. The petitioner's counsel submits that during scrutiny of all the tender documents of all the bidders, it was acknowledged by the state respondents that all the tender documents of all the bidders had been submitted as required by the tender notice. However, the bids of all the tenderers were disqualified on one pretext or the other, thereby leaving only the bid of the respondent number 7 as a valid bid. The bid, the settlement of the Rangapani SS Mahal having been given to the respondent number 7, comma, the same has been put to challenge. So the petition council submits that the bid of the petitioner has been disqualified on 3 grounds, comma, namely, number 1, the tender form was incompletely filled up with respect to point number 4. Number 2, point number 4, point number 4, as the name, year, and description was not mentioned. As the name, comma, year, and description of sand / gravel / boulder / stone had not been mentioned clearly. Number 2, the petitioner did not fill up the date in the tender form. Besides, the declaration part of the tender form. Number 3, that the court fee affixed on the petitioner's tender paper was found to be tampered with, comma, as it had been signed on, and as the court fee had been signed on by the petitioner. Next para. The petitioner's counsel submits that the tender notice having clearly stipulated that the tender was for the mining rights for sand and stone, which was to be for a period of 7 years, comma, there was no requirement. There was no prejudice was caused to the respondents by not mentioning the year and description of the minerals that were to be extracted. Further, as the petitioner had submitted his tender document, now the petitioner had submitted all the required tender documents in time, comma, the inadvertent error in not putting the date on the tender document cannot in any manner prejudice the respondent. So thirdly, there was no infirmity or illegality in the signing of in the petitioner giving his signature on the court fee, comma, in as much as in terms of section 12(3) of the Indian Stamp Act 1899, comma, which was amended for the state of Assam comma, a person is required under subsection 1 of section 12 to cancel an adhesive stamp / court fee, comma, by writing his name or initials on it or across the same. He accordingly submits that the ground of rejection of the petitioner's application, tender documents being perverse, comma, the same should be set aside. Further, as the petitioner's bid amount is higher than the bid amount submitted by the respondent, comma, the settlement of the Rangapani SS Mahal with the respondent number 7 should be set aside. And he should be given settlement. And the Rangapani SS Mahal should be settled with the petition. Yes, sir. Next para. In support of his submission that the rejection of the petitioner's tender documents were based on ancillary conditions and not essential conditions. He submits, he relies upon the judgment of the Supreme Court in the case of Poddar Steel. So 1991, 3 SCC 273. He also submits that as the petitioner's bid is the highest, the settlement of the Mahal should be made with the petition. In terms of the judgment of this court, in the case of Dash versus Dash, 2024, 1 GLR 393. One more thing you write, huh? The petitioner's counsel further submits that the tender notice does not provide the manner in which the tender form is to be filled up. And as such, the non-filling up of point number 4 of the tender form cannot be a ground for rejecting the petitioner's tender documents. Next para. Ms. R.B. Bora, the learned counsel for the BTC, submits that the petitioner not having filled up the tender form as required in the tender notice especially tender notice, uh, with emphasis on clause 13 bracket E of the tender notice, there was no infirmity with the rejection of the petitioner's tender document. Ms. R.B. Bora has also produced the official report for perusal of this court. He submits that as the petitioner's tender documents have been rejected on the grounds mentioned in para 11 and 12 of the affidavit in opposition filed by the respondent number 2, the said the inaction of the petitioner in not complying with that with the don't say the inaction. The same goes to show that the petitioner had not complied with the essential conditions of the contract. Next paragraph. Mr. T.J. Mahanta, the learned senior counsel for the respondent number 7, submits that the petitioner has not complied with clause 13E of the tender notice as reflected in para 11 and 12 of the affidavit in opposition filed by the respondent number 2. He further submits that in terms of the decision of the Supreme Court in the case of Central Coalfields Limited and another versus SLL-SML bracket joint venture consortium bracket close and others reported in 2016 8 SCC 622. Whether a term of NIT, whether a term of a tender notice is essential or not, is a decision taken by the employer, which should be respected. He further submits that the Supreme Court has also held that the issue of acceptance or rejection of a bid or a bidder should be looked at not only from the point of view of the unsuccessful party, but from the point of view of the employer. He submits that as the state respondents have found the bid of the petitioner to have not complied with the provisions of Rule 13, Clause 13E of the tender notice, the decision of the state respondent should be respected. They accordingly pray that the writ petition should be dismissed. I have heard the learned counsel for the parties. The perusal of para 11 and 12 of the affidavit in a position filed by the respondent number no, what have I said? I'm not thinking. Shows that the petitioner's bid has been rejected on 3 grounds. Namely, that I've said in the beginning of it, 1, 2, 3. Okay, hearing concluded, judgment reserved, okay?
My lord, in the DEFCON's judgment, my lord, the Supreme Court says, my lord, that if, my lord, interference is permissible, if the decision is arbitrary or irrational, or it is nullified to, my lord, give somebody, my lord, precedence over the other, then, my lord, interference by the High Court is permissible.
Ah.
That is, my lord,
If
if, my lord, the decision-making process suffers from malafide or is intended to favor someone, then interference is permissible. Interference is also permissible if decision is arbitrary or irrational, or is such that no responsible authority acting reasonably and in accordance with law would have reached such a decision. That is 2016, 16 SCC 818. That was the- I'm sorry. I think I have 4.
what is it, I think? Huh? Oh, okay. Ah, okay, right. Heard, Mr.
K. Mahanta.
K.K. Mahanta, learned counsel for the K.M. Mahanta, learned counsel for the petition for applicant who submits that
Page 5.
Birina Tourist Lodge
Page 5.
Birina Tourist Lodge, comma Fateh Hamad Tea Estate, Bosbari, Pio Barangabari, District Baksa, BTAD, PIN 781315. Should be treated as respondent number 6 in the writ petition. Mr.
A. Borbujari,
A. Borpujari appearing on behalf of
225. That's
2 to 5 submits that he has got no objection to the application being allowed. Next, in view of the consent of the parties, so and so is treated as respondent number 6. Applicant to serve to submit a corrected copy of the cost title to the registry within 2 days. Then, right in the main case, right, in view of the order dated, today's what date? 29, 30, 04, 2024, passed in IAC 1255 of 2024, Birina Tourist Lodge Central, implemented as point number 6. Issue notice to the newly implemented as point number 6. Petitioner takes steps for service of notice upon the point number 6 by registered post daily within 2 days.
3 days.
Within 3 days. What about you take dusty service also?
Yes.
In addition to the above, the petitioner shall also serve dusty notice upon the respondent number 6 and file affidavit of service thereof.
Interim order.
The
Interim order.
list the matter when is it? List this matter on list this matter after 3 weeks.
Date may be fixed.
Okay, you after
21.
no 21 will notice has to go also. This is a matter of 28. Interim order to continue till then.
Wait, please, Your Lordship.
Just a minute. Yes.
Here, my lord, the Assam Financial Corporation, my lord, that published public auction notice, my lord, on 9/11/2021, my lord. Kindly come to the page number, my lord,
Page
is my lord 13, my lord,
13.
1 my lord. Here, my lord, in excess of power standards, the Assam Financial Corporation hereby announce public auction of the following taken over properties of so in between so on 15/11/2021 as below. Is 13, my lord.
Huh?
Is 13 is the, my lord, notice for sale, my lord. Here, my lord, the serial number 1, my lord, the property, my lord. It is kept as, my lord, the name of the address of the units, MS,
Yes. Notice for sale then.
my lord. Here, my lord, the particulars of the mortgage asset, my lord, land, measuring 3 bighas, 0 katha, 0 lesser, dark number 1689, patta number 184, village Balikuria, Moja, Pataguli. Third column, my lord. It is described, my lord. Here, my lord, minimum offset price was fixed at 75 lakhs. So, in terms of this option sale notice, my lord, the petitioner, my lord, had offered his bid, my lord, is 14 lakh.
Page 14.
14, my lord. Here, my lord, subject bid in respect of the public auction of the taken over of land measuring 3 bigger bearing dark number 1689, patta number 184, located at village Balikuria, Moja, Pataguli, district Nalbari, Assam. Sir, in inviting reference to the subject cited, I have the honor to inform you that I do hereby bid the auction land mentioned in the subject above for rupees 75,51,075,000 only. Therefore, I request you to be kind enough to consider my bid and grant the prayer as I applied for. A banker check number so dated 22/11/2021 of amounting to rupees 7,55,100, only being the 10% of the bidding amount is enclosed herewith. Thereafter, my lord, the is 50, my lord. That amount earlier, my lord, the petition had offered, my lord, 75,51,000. And thereafter, my lord, 9,000 was enhanced, and it comes to thereafter, my lord, 9,000 rupees was enhanced by the petitioner. My lord. That earlier bid, my lord,
Was for 75,51,000.
1,000. Thereafter, my lord, here, my kindly see here.
Page
15, my lord. This has the reference to your verbally discussion held with one Sri P. Hazirka, office in charge, Nalbari. Number 2, Sri K. Sodhuri, manager NPA, headquarter Guwahati, regarding enhancement of bid amount against the above mentioned mortgage property. As verbally discussed, I hereby agree to enhance the bid amount and the amount of rupees 9,000. That is from 75,000. So sorry, my lord, 75,51,000 to 75,60,000. It was enhancement. Therefore, my lord, the bid committee was held, my lord, on my lord, my lord, held on 25/11/2021, my lord, page 16, my lord.
25/11/2021.
2022, my lord.
21.
22, 21, sorry, 21. Here, my lord, the minus of the public auction, my lord. Here, my lord. As per the sale notice published in the Assam Tribune, so and so public auction was held on 25/11/2021 in the chamber of branch manager AFC Nalbari from 12 noon to 3 p.m. in presence of the sale committee to sell the asset of the corporation. The selling asset was a plot of land measuring 3 biga, 0 kata 0 lesa under tag number 1689, patta number 184, situated at village Balikuria, Moja, Patagila, district Nalbari. The above plot of land has been mortgaged against a loan availed by Sri Bhupendra Rai Borua from the Assam Financial Corporation, Nalbari. In the auction, only one buyer bidder, namely Ziaur Pasad, that is the present petitioner, was present. On opening of the tender works just after 3 p.m. on the same date, his bidding amount was found at rupees 75 lakhs 51,000 only, along with a 10% earnest money of rupees 7,55,100 only by means of banker's check bearing so and so, loan on State Bank of India favoring Assam Financial Corporation. The above bid amount is higher than the minimum offset price. In view of the above, the committee to accept the above bidded price as it was found to be adequate and decided to forward the offer of the above mentioned bidder to the managing director AFC, head office, Paltan Bazar, Guwahati, for necessary approval.
Yes.
Thereafter, my lord, on 3rd of January 2022, my lord, the petitioner here, my lord, had written a letter, my lord, to the managing director of the Assam Financial Corporation, my lord. Here, my lord, with reference to the subject cited above, I have the honor to inform you that I am ready to pay the bid amount of the mortgaged land as soon as possible. In this regard, I request you to show me the exact location as well as the mortgaged land, and also to do the needful to receive the bid amount of rupees 75,60,000. Only subtracting the earnest money of 7,55,100 only already paid to you, your Nalbari branch office at the time of bidding. Now, my lord, subsequent, my lord, what happened, my lord, why the petitioner was ready, my lord, to pay the amount, my lord, bidding amount. The kindly see the impugned cancellation notice, my lord, page 18, my lord. Page 18, my lord. This is the, my lord, impugned notice, my lord.
Yes.
Page 18, my lord, page, my lord, 18, annexure F. Here, this notice, my lord, dated 13/1/2022, my lord. Here, my lord, the officer in charge of the AFC, my lord, had written, my lord, that cancellation of auction. Dear sir, this has a reference to the notice for sale published by the corporation in the Assam Tribune and Okama Protidin on 9/11/2021, wherein you had participated in the auction process for purchase of the mortgage property of the unit mentioned at serial number 1 of the sets notice dated 25/11/2021. We are to inform you that public auction of the asset of the above mentioned unit has been cancelled on technical ground, and fresh sale notice shall be published shortly after the due rectification. We also invite you to participate in the next auction process if you desire so. Now, as the process has been cancelled, I am directed by the head office of the corporation to refer the earnest money deposit by you against the said auction process. Accordingly, we are forwarding here with a check bearing number so and so, amounting to 7,55,100. My lord, thereby they have cancelled that, my lord, the recommendation of the bid committee, my lord. Wherein, my lord, the minute of the auction case 16, my lord. Now, my lord, being agreed, my lord, the petitioner had filed this petition, my lord. Now, my lord, they have come up with an affidavit in opposition, my lord. Here, my lord, they are stating that the technical defect, my lord, first, what was the technical defect, my lord? It is stated in running page number 21, my lord, para 7.
Page 21?
21, running page number, my lord.
Oh.
Affidavit in opposition, my lord.
Yes.
Here, my lord, paragraph 7, my lord. Paragraph 7, paragraph 7. That is regard to the statement made in paragraph 9, 10, 11 of the restriction, the answering defendant categorically denies the baseless allegation hurried on the answering defendant. The answering defendant states that on the sale notice dated 9/11/2021 included a condition that the decision of the corporation shall be final and binding on all concerned. The answering defendant begs to state that at the time of final approval of the managing director AFC, it was observed that the sale notice dated 9/11/2021 at serial number 1 contains two mistakes, which are as follows. Number 1, the name of the petitioner Bhupendra Rai Borua was mistakenly published as Bhupendra Rai Borua. My name is same, my lord. Only in case of RAY, it is written as RAI. In Assamese, if we read, my lord, it is Bhupendra Rai Borua. It is okay, my lord. No problem. Now come to the second point, my lord, page 22, my lord. In the details of the mortgage land published in the notice for sale, dark number 1918 was omitted due to clerical mistake. That due to the unintentional clerical mistake as mentioned above and to avoid further legal complication, the answering corporation decided to cancel the notice sale dated 9/11/2021. Now, my lord, what happened, my lord? That particular plot of land, my lord, which was, my lord, auctioned, my lord, in the and published in the newspaper, my lord. Here, my lord, the dark number was mentioned as 1689, patta number 184, my lord. Now,
Page,
page 13, my lord, with the brief.
dark number 1689. Huh.
1689 and patta number 184. They have said that in this patta number, my lord, another dark number was there that was, my lord, omitted.
No, in the details of land published in the notice for sale, dark number 1918 was omitted.
Yes, my lord.
So-
They have said that dark number was omitted, my lord.
Huh.
Now, my lord, what happened, my lord? In this case, my lord, a particular plot of land, my lord, it is basically identified patta number, my lord. A
Ah.
patta number, is used issued against a particular plot of land, my lord. That land may consist several dark numbers. That's different, my lord. If that land is squarely, my lord, covered by the patta number, my lord. Patta number may consist several dark number, my lord. And the mayor omitting a dark number,
What?
several dark number.
One patta number can be in several dark numbers.
Yes, it may contain, my lord. Several dark number may contain, but patta number will be identical, my lord.
What is the difference between patta number and dark number?
My lord, patta number is, my lord, basically
Patta is the patta for the plot of land.
plot of land. That
Okay,
is-
then what is the dark? Dark is a bigger area.
No, my lord, dark, my lord,
Will it be like this? Will it be say, this is the dark area and patta will be this much only?
no, my lord,
No.
whole area will be patta.
Whole area will be
Will be
patta.
patta.
Ah.
And dark number, my lord, it may be a different portion, my lord.
The-
That different portion may contain a patta number.
Okay.
So, my lord,
So you mean to say different dark numbers will be in a patta?
yes, it happens.
So the
So, mayor, my
so
lord,
the patta is the big
yes,
land holding and the dark is a small land holding within
Yes,
the
yes,
patta.
yes.
Is it?
and patta number is identical, my lord. Particular, if a village, my lord, have a, my lord, suppose, my lord, in this case, my lord, is the Balikuria revenue village, my lord. This patta number is, my lord, 184, my lord. It is identical, my lord, at the Balikuria.
No, but then they were supposed to sell. They were supposed to sell the dark number, no, not the patta number.
A plot of land is.
They
plot
were
of-
supposed to sell the dark number plus the patta.
Yes,
The land should have both dark and patta both.
Correct.
Both should be correct.
Both should be
Otherwise, you'll
correct.
be selling someone other's land.
Now, the problem is, if the dark number is smaller than a patta number, then you are selling the dark number, no, not the patta number.
No, both, it had to coincide
Both.
with the particular land. And that is,
So, so you see, since now the thing is this, now say this land, this entire thing is patta.
patta, yes.
Now dark number is say this.
Yes, that may.
So this notice says dark number 16989
89.
and patta is this.
Yes, my lord.
So they are selling this, no, they're not selling the entire asset.
No, my lord, when the patta number is mentioned, my lord, the patta indicates the particular property.
Huh?
It may, when the patta number is mentioned, my lord, that patta number is issued against a particular plot of land.
Correct.
It may consist several that number.
Correct.
That does not mean that does
It
not
might have
consist that-
different
Yes.
dags. Okay.
So, my lord, that number, patta number, my lord, 184, my lord. That consists the 3 bigger land, my lord.
Yes,
Three-
but then what is being sold is this dark number of 3 bighas.
See, that, I am on that, my lord, that patta, my lord, that patta particle put of land, my lord, against patta number 184, that consists, my lord, 3 bighas of land.
Okay, that pata is 3
Yes.
bighas.
3 bighas of land. Now, my lord, they are saying that there are some two, there it consists 2 dark number. One dark number is mentioned in the option sale notice. However,
That
one-
was wrongly,
one dark
wrong.
number was omitted.
Not, that was, no, it was said that,
Page 22, my lord.
Huh?
Page 22, my lord.
dark number was omitted
Yes, my lord.
due to clarity.
So,
So,
we are omitting a dark number.
Different number has been given.
different. Huh?
Different number has been given.
Yes,
No, so
number, yes,
this 1918 was also part of the same pata number.
yes, yes. So, my lord, when basically, say, my lord, this is the particular plot, my lord. If it is plot is identified, my lord, 180, patta number 184, my lord. It may consist, my lord, 1984, my lord, and 1619, or 1918.
1989.
It may differ, but whole area is particular patta number 184, my lord. It means 3 bigger. So, my lord, it is not his mere excuse, my lord.
No, we will have to see what is being sold.
Yeah,
Was it the entire pata being sold
And
or a particular dark number being sold?
Here the notice itself is a mistake. Notice itself is wrong. The
Okay.
notice there is a clerical mistake in the notice that is went for sale. That has been approved. When the final approval has been to be done, we found out there is a mistake. The name of the person from which the land has been taken over. Name is a mistake. Name mistake that can be done, my lord. Ryan, Roy, and whatever it is. But the dark number itself is a mistake. It should have been 1918. Instead of that, we have written it 1689. Now, the moment it sale proceeds, we'll be selling it someone else land. Then the complication starts.
This,
That's why
this dark number is in whose name? This 1689.
It will be definitely a different.
No, my lord,
Different
this is-
because we wanted to sell 1918.
My lord, I have already annexed the copy of Jamabandi mutations copy, my lord. It has already also annexed, my lord, with my affidavit in reply, my lord. Page 34, my lord. And that belongs to Bhupendra Rai Borua. Person name is same, my lord, patta number is same, my lord. And mere omitting, my lord, a dark number, my lord, there is in that.
What is this page 34?
34, my lord, is a, my lord, mutation order, my lord. It is issued by the circle officer, my lord. It is a type copy, my lord. Vernacular will find at page 35, my lord. It is in Assamese, my lord. So it was type translated into English, my lord. Here, my lord, district Nalbari, circle Nalbari village, town, Balikpura. In pursuant to the Assam Financial Corporation Nalbari, Viraj, number so and so, date so and so, and circle which has letter number so and so, the plot of land within 3 bigger covered by Kiam Patta number 184 and tag number 1689, 19 and 1918 of Sri Bhupendra Rai Borua, son of late Devananda Rai Borua. Well, it is specific, my lord. That land is specific. There is no question, my lord. There is no
I do
dispute
not
at all.
know. I do not know. You see, this land was put in mortgage. Correct? Was mortgaged with the AFC.
Mortgage,
But it was taken by the
taken over by the AFC.
Assam Financial Corporation.
Where is the mortgage document?
No, here not annex it, man.
You bring that record, let us see.
Yes, that will be clarified by that dispute.
Ultimately, it has gone for sale. The notice itself is an apparently mistake. There is a notice because if you sell it like that, manner, we will be selling a different plot of land of different person, maybe of different name, different person. Then,
Then you check it with the record.
no, the sale notice has been there. That now he cannot proceed with the wrong sale notice. That's the issue. That's why we want to cancel it and redo it. And he is the sole person who has appeared on the.
Now some other persons will appear. That's why.
That's the fear of his part.
So definitely, my lord, and
kindly
So
see
we
that.
cannot proceed in a
here,
wrong,
what is
erroneous
their-
sole notice, we cannot proceed in the
What is-
hand over the land to him.
No, but then you see,
What is their contention, my lord? No, my lord. Their name of the person is same, my lord. Patta number is same, my lord. There is no dispute at all, my lord.
no,
Only
but
we are
then,
omitting a dark number,
but then they want to say, they want to sell the dark number 1918.
Define that number.
No, my lord.
Different dark number.
That is why, my lord, the lordship was right, my lord. Kindly ask him to bring the reports, my lord. It will clarify everything, my lord. And I have got the test map also, my lord.
No, but then they have not sold 1918. They have sold
That
only,
test map, my lord.
you
that-
see, a patta might have different dark numbers.
Yeah.
Correct? And different dark numbers might be owned by different persons.
No, my lord. When patta,
Can it be?
when a patta is issued, my lord.
Ah.
When a particular patta is issued against a particular quarter of land, my lord.
Okay,
It is final, my lord.
okay.
It may contain a part of several dark number. It may contain another part of several dark number. My lord. The patta, my lord, particular quarter of land, the patta number is same, my lord. It is identical. It cannot be resembled with any other patta number because a particular revenue village issued, my lord, circle officer issued patta number against particular quarter of land, my lord. That is identical. And there is no dispute at all, my lord. That part to the particular quarter of land, my lord. Hearing patta number 184, my lord. That is the same.
I don't understand one thing. If the patta
Yes,
is one whole block of
yes,
land,
yes.
big chunk of land, dark number inside will also be owned by the same person who owns
No,
the.
yes.
Huh?
different person also, different
It can-
person.
is it- the dark number can be owned by
Different
different
person.
person. Oh, is it?
That's
No,
the
no, no,
confusion.
no.
Oh, then
Then patta
well,
number,
Huh?
patta,
Valuable, because
No,
a
that-
patta may be having a 10 bigha of land.
Huh.
Other, that may be some, that patta, that dark number may be of
We'll take
2%,
it.
3%, 4%.
no, my lord.
Show me the revenue loss. Let me see what is that dark and what is the thing. You see one thing. If there is a patta, according to you,
Yes, yes,
there is a patta and there are dark numbers inside that patta.
yes, yes.
Now, the the patta, if it's in my name,
Yes, madam.
those dark numbers inside that patta should also be in my name.
Yes, yes,
All of them.
yes,
All of them.
Correct.
yes.
And according to you, if there is a patta which is in my name, those dark numbers inside those patta land
Maybe
can be held by 2-3 persons, is it?
that's why in page number 34, what you have annexed, my lord. Lots will see there are two dark numbers, 1689 and 1918. And we want to sell it
Page number?
1918, page number 34. His own document.
Huh.
That is type 1. There are two dark numbers. We wanted to sell it 1918, but inadvertently what is written is
Acha, you wanted to sell 1918, but
we
you
wrote it
sold 1689.
1689. Then
You-
the confusion starts, my lord. That apparently
Then-
that notice is the mistake, my lord.
That is
That's why we have to
totally,
recall.
totally wrong submission, my lord.
That his own
Totally wrong submission, my lord. Why I am saying, but because I also deal with some land, my lord. I am also having my land, my lord. No, no, when patta number is issued against particular plot of land, my lord, that may consist several dark number. But when patta, that is boundary, my lord. That the boundary can consist several dark number. It does not alter the.
We'll take it up at 2. Let me ask my around.
My
I'll be clear.
lord, my lord, it will be better. At 2 or my
all
lord.
document fix it any other day, my lord.
No,
Yes,
no, no.
in the meantime, my lord, one thing, my lord. In the meantime, they may show the mortgage property also, my lord. Because, my lord, that will
I
exclude
can
something.
show it, my lord. That's no difficulty, but mortgage property is on auction. That is
No, the mortgage document.
Yes, only mortgage document.
that part, my lord.
That what property did he mortgage?
Yes, exactly, my lord.
That can be done.
If that is brought, then we'll see that if it was 1918, then you have got a point in that
Yes,
ground.
yes. That's right. That agreement also one.
Right.
No, no, no.
Mr. S. Bora submits that he will produce the mortgage
Document.
deed executed by
Bhupendra Rai Borua.
One Bhupendra Rai Bolu.
Bhupendra Rai Barwa with the AFC,
Yes,
Assam Financial Corporation.
with the AFC. To clarify whether dark number
18.
1918. Or DAR number 1689 had been had been submitted as security. List the matter when? After 2 weeks.
Lordship, fix a date.
We were it.
And it will make pattern also, my lord.
Ah,
I'll be interested, my lord. The lordship will also clarify something, my lord. What the, this particular dark number, pattern number.
No, I'm.
Let it be on 7.
My lord.
In that, item 6, file is